Hello, everyone. Welcome to our noon live chat. I'm Heather, and we come to you live each and every day. Can you believe it? Monday, every week, work day, every work week day. Monday through Friday, we're here for you live. And we go over Luminous. So whatever that is to you, that's what we're going to go over. So you can get questions answered. You can see product being applied. Maybe you've never even heard of Luminous, but you stumbled on to our channel and you have questions. So we'll cover everything. We'll cover anything and everything you guys want to talk about. So usually for my noons, I do a kind of a natural look. And so we call it the noon and natural. And so each time you see below, we do apply the product, and you might see some additional products that are not in the starter kit, but that's just to show you all that we have. And so let's go ahead and look at that starter kit. Maybe you have a starter kit. Maybe you want to order one, whatever the case may be. This might be one that you order. This is our icon. We also have the Icon Pro, which looks the same, different color, 2 speeds. And then we also have the Legend. And then all the systems or all the starter kits are going to also come with makeup. So it does have 2 large bottles of foundation because we want you to practice. We want you to get in there and get going. And then once you perfect it, you can use the additional shades for color matching 365 days a year. And so you can have that perfect match all year round. And then we also give you a bottle of love and a bottle of blush. Now, the step-by-step of what we want you to do right here is the first thing, and I know this sounds silly, but get it out of the box. Get it out of the box, plug it in. That's all you have to do. And turn it on. And when you turn it on, there's air that blows out. And so whenever you start feeling this air, move it around your face. Because you want to think of the air as your bristles to a brush. Just like if you were buffing your powder on or your foundation on, same thing, but it's going to be applied by air. And so move that stylus around, get that experience. And then you could also put water in here and start pulling back on the trigger and feel what that's going to feel like on your face. So first you can practice with air, then you can practice with water, and then you can do the foundation. One thing you do want to practice is the pulling back of that trigger. Very light. This isn't applied like traditional makeup. So if you're applying it like traditional makeup, you're not going to love it. So you need to apply it like airbrush makeup so you'll love it. And that's why we created these live chats, so you will get it. Because it's so important that people understand that this is different. This is a different way of putting on their makeup. And so we want you to know that going in and right up front that that's how it is. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Hello, Tamberly and Jacqueline. How are you? Hello, Candy. How's everybody doing? All right, so let's go ahead. Hey, Deborah. I do want to go ahead and I'm going to do a natural look, and I'm going to start with the eyes. That's one thing that we talked about last hour was when to do eyeshadow. And if you're doing traditional makeup, I would recommend, traditional eyeshadow, I would recommend doing the eyes first because you don't have to worry about any fallout or anything happening. If I did my foundation first and then did my eyes and I had fallout under here, you have to be careful how you clean that up so you don't get any marks underneath. So I'm going to go in. Maybe let's do the Nude Illusion palette, which looks like this. Right there. Now I do already have some of the, I'm pretty sure I didn't wipe my eyes yet. I was like, I still have my foundation on my eyes. And I'm going just to take some translucent powder and just kind of lightly brush through. Just like that. That's it. So my lids are always darker, And so I can take our pre-coverage, whether it's the foundation, eraser, X out, CC concealer, whatever it is, and use that to cover my lids. I could use traditional concealer if I wanted to. So you could go in and do that first. And then now let's go in. I'm like, what's color? I don't know what colors. I want to do colors that I normally wouldn't do. What should we do? Let's do, I kind of like that sand color. Let's do that one. So the sand color, which is a kind of a terracotta color, and I'll show you in just a minute. I'm going to apply with it's actually a fluffier eyeshadow brush that I'm used to. I just want to see how it works. And I can just stack that color right there. I'm going to try something different too. Hey, Jeannie. Deborah asked if your eyebrows are not arched, is there a way to do your makeup to make them look like that? Yes, Deborah. Yes. And I'll go over that. Let me finish the eyes and then we'll go over the eyebrows real quick. All right. I think on YouTube also, if you want to, like if you subscribe to our channel, you can also sign up for the notifications and hopefully they will notify you if we are live. Okay, so I just put that sand color on my lid. Now the ashes color I'm going to put in my crease. Now I'm not blending in on purpose because I want to show you. So in this look, I'm going up that way. You can do eyeshadow that way. You can do it where it's light, medium, dark this way. There's a lot of different ways you can do it to have some fun. Now I'm going to try parchment just right at my brow bone. Right there. Okay. So definitely not blended, but I just want you to be able to see like 1, 2, 3 colors. Again, you can stop at any time. You could stop at this one and just kind of blend that up. You don't have to put the parchment there or the light one, but usually you want to stick with a lighter color to highlight your brow bone. That goes back to contour and highlighting. The brow bone is something you want to pop, you want to bring out. You could even do a shimmer there. That's why I put love there sometimes. So there's a lot of different options. And then your crease color, 9 times out of 10, you're going to stick with a matte because going back to contouring, we want to bring that in. So a shimmer is going to pop it out. And so keeping it matte will do that. All right. So I'm going to go back in with ashes and start blending. Now, this is the reason you will see me do a crease color first most of the time, because as I'm blending this, it's lightening that. So if you want a soft lid, then yeah, do it in these steps. But if you want that lid to stand out, do the crease first. But I can always go back and pop a little bit of color right there too to make that stand out. Can you see the difference of it blended versus popping it back out? All right. I'm going to take, I think I'm going to use graphite, which is a little bit of a gray, in line underneath. Like that. Just like that. All right. Easy enough, right? Everyone can do it, correct? That is so funny, Tamberly. You never get, like, you'll get some notifications, but not all of them. Who knows? Like, they all have these rhythms that either do or do not. All right, so now I have the brush that I did the powder on my lid, and I'm just going to, because I did have some fallout here, because I didn't worry about it, because I can clean it up. I now can go, whoop, just swipe that. You can dip it in a little bit of powder, and that will help get the fallout, the eyeshadow that has fallen off your skin without leaving marks. But you could always take a Q-tip or a makeup wipe and just do that as well. All right, now I'm going to go in with Erasa. This is what I would call pre-coverage. So I'm going to use just probably 3 drops, and I'm going to get that underneath my eyes, on, you know, have some spots on my nose, all of that I need to cover. That's so weird. And your notifications are marked? Who knows? All right, so now that I have my eraser in here, an eraser does come in 1 shade, but you're spraying so light that you're not going to see that color like really bold. Now, if I kept going and kept going to make passes and kept going and kept going, then I would. But I'm just starting the coverage. I don't have to cover it up 100% because I know I'm going to get that when I get to the foundation. Cover up my red nose. That always happens. All right. So you can definitely see some lightness, some the fact that it is a little bit different, but it's not crazy bold. It's not crazy. I don't know where my tissue went. It's not out there. Like, it's not like, whoa. It's just very subtle, and you'll be able to airbrush over that very easily. All right, now I'm going to take my shade 3, shaking it up, putting my drops right in there. And also remember to start out with about 5 to 7 drops. You might be using more. That's okay. You'll get to that point. But if you do 5 to 7 drops, you'll notice, like, okay, you do 5 to 7, go through it, do 5 more, go through it, do 5 more. Oh, wait, there's a little bit left. Then the next time, same thing, you'll start using less and less. All right, now I'm going in, and with the foundation, I was wondering if maybe they like unclick it after a while, or I don't know. Talk about, like, type in there, not getting notifications, and then all these notifications will start coming up. You know how that is. They're always listening. Going around and around, making my passes. Let's see. Christina says, I use Just for Men mustache and beard to tint my brows. It's on YouTube, then daily. I use the glue stick, clear, non-toxic, and spool to make them stand up. Very good, Christina. I love how you like came out with all this, like this whole plan. Like, you know what you got going on. I will tell you one thing I would try is our root and brow. Like, if you if you have eyebrows to tint, then, which I don't have with me, you can use our root and brow, and it comes with stencils, and you spray it on, and it will shape your brow, and it'll shape it and color it how you want, whatever shade you want. Then I'm going to show you real quick on our dual end I can't even talk today. Dual eyebrow pencil, this thing, which is what I use a lot, which I love because it's an angled brush. On the back side is the gel. This is the taupe, obviously. And you can brush that through. It will not only tint, but keep them in place. And so that's something you could try as well. I don't know. I still don't know if the glue stick would be a good thing to do on the daily. So I would try our eyebrow, both of the root and brow and the pencil, so you can get the tint gel so it'll stay in place. Another thing you can do, because you can use the pencil on the other end to fill them in, get a mascara spoolie and spray a firm hold hairspray on it, and you can brush them through and they'll stay as well. So I can probably help you do less work. All right. All right. So now I'm going to finish this. Okay. So I said we were going to talk about eyebrows when I finished that, and I forgot, but where's my, oh, it's in the other room. But we'll use this one. Okay. So the one thing about eyebrows, you are going to start them here. The arch should be when you hold a pencil or whatever on the side of the nose and cross the color of the eye. That's where your arch should be. And then the tail should be here. Okay. So if you don't have an arch, and I fill mine in with the brow pencil, but just to show you, this is a little bit thinner and you can see it. When you start filling them in like this, start from the top. You don't want to bring brows down because that's going to close up your eyes. So we want to bring them up. So start filling them in or doing your line or doing what you need to do on the top. And you can make brush-like strokes like this and going towards that arch. And then if there's space in between your actual brow and where the arch should be, fill that in. And then come down that way. And then you can tweak underneath here if you need to. But you can create it and then fill it in. The other thing I would suggest, if who did, Christina, was it you who asked about the eyebrows? Who was it? Who was it? Oh, it was Deborah. Okay. Sorry. I was just making sure. The other thing, and this is kind of funny because this is what my mom ended up doing, because I gave her the stencils and I gave her the root and brow, but I didn't tell her what it was for. You can take the stencils and get the one that you like, go through the stencils, pick the one that you like, and that's close to your eyebrow, put it on, and then you can fill it in with this. And that you're basically coloring in the lines. And so that way you just fill it in, trace it out, and you can perfect it that way. The other trick with that is get the shape that you like, get them on perfectly, then pluck all those around. That's what I did when we couldn't go get our nails done and our eyebrows done and all that. I would put my eyebrows on, spend more time perfecting them, like not just, okay, but like really perfecting them. And just my eyebrows. There was no foundation, nothing else on. I did my eyebrows perfectly. And then I got my up close mirror and plucked away, like got rid of everything else. And that way it's going to stay in that shape. So there you go. All right, I'm going to take a little bit of our cut one. Now I think I've been liking this Belize. I'm going to use this one, I think. I'm going to use the Belize bronzer, which is a shimmer and a matte. And I'm just using them both together. Going to town, blending that. Holly loves the root and brow system. Yay! She says the stencils really worked great. That is so awesome. Yeah. If you do your eyebrows, if you start filling them in at the bottom, it's going to drop your eyebrow, and we want it lifted. That's what we want. So that's why I say do it from the top first. Yeah, Deborah, if you've never plucked your eyebrows or like done anything like that, definitely draw them on exactly how you want them. And then that's what I would do. Because that way it takes the guesswork out. But make sure you have them on correctly. Oh, Holly, you've only used it for 2 weeks? Are you loving it? I love it. I'm going to put those up. Now I'm going to take a little bit of the blush, Charming, and just do a little bit, just to give me a little bit of color. A little bit of, like I'm already bronzed, and that I just want a little bit of pink. Oh, Holly, how'd you hear about us? Holly's been using it 2 weeks. Oh, Deborah's like, or wait, Christina says, I'm 61, I don't pluck anymore, don't need to. I love that. You're like, nah. Oh, thank you. Oh, you saw the infomercial. Yes. Did you see me on it? Did you notice me? I don't look the same. All right, so now I'm going to do a lip. We've been talking about our lips a lot. Ooh, should I do red? Yeah, let's do red. This is our Cream Confessions lip. And I grabbed the wrong one. All right, this one is, if I can read it, Poison Apple. Everybody, we have a lot of reds. And so everyone needs a good red, like a staple red, your go-to red. And we have them for every skin type. I mean, guys, look at that color. And I'm even doing this without a lip liner, because normally you could go in, do the lip liner, do it perfectly, and just throw the lipstick on top. But these are so pigmented, you don't always need it. And the other thing I like about, like with our makeup, I can go in, do I have the red? Yeah. Even if like lips are already on. If I wanted to perfect that edge, I could go in like that. Just like that. but I love poison apple. It's a great, it's even, I mean, it's a color you could definitely wear in the summer because it's bright enough. So there you go. There you go. Oh, Jeannie loves the lip stains. You will have your color on your lips for days with that. All right, guys, that is it. Now, of course, finish with mascara and all that fun stuff. You could powder. You could even add a shimmer if you wanted to. But definitely, you know, I mean, what I love about reds is it can take a very natural nude look and boom, dress it up immediately. Like I could have something in my crease, mascara on, a little bit of contouring and red lip, and I look fancy. So always need a good red. All right. All right, guys, I will see you back here at 2 o'clock. We're just going through it today. All right. I will see you. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so glad. I just saw Christina's comment. She said, do they bleed in lip wrinkles? So if you do have lip wrinkles, I definitely would line, because lining it, filling it in, and then putting the lipstick on top, that's going to help not bleed. The other thing, and because they are high pigment, it doesn't move a lot, is put your lipstick on or if you're talking about the lip stains, they do not bleed at all. They stay on. But if you're talking about like lipsticks and stuff like that, blot, tap it off, put some more on, tap it off, put some more on, and that will keep the pigment, like you're removing the wax, but keeping the pigment on. So definitely try that out. All right. All right, guys, I will see you back here at 2. Have a wonderful day if you're not able to come back, but hopefully you'll come back on this hump day. All right. Bye for now.